Hey guys, it's Cubestack, and this is my beginning of 2018 cube collection video. So let's get started. Starting with my one and only 2x2, it is a Cyclone Boys. I believe just one of the original 2x2s that are Cyclone Boys brands. And it turns okay, has a lot of walking problems. Next up is my very first 3x3. It is a Rubik's brand, and I got it almost 3 years ago. And it turns okay. Next up is another Rubik's brand, and I guess this could be technically one of my first cubes, but the previous Rubik's brand is actually like the first one I got. This is one that I borrowed from my babysitter before I got one of my own, and she gave it to me a few months ago. Next up are two Diane Zanchis. This one I wrote on it to learn blind, which I didn't learn blind this way. And it's missing the yellow center cap, which I think I lost in my locker at school. And then this one's just a normal one. The reason I have two is because I got one for a friend a couple years ago, but she gave it to me eventually because she didn't want it anymore. And they both turn okay. This is my Guoguan Yuexiao that is signed by Kevin Hayes, Kit Clement, and Luke Tixon. And it's really sandy and kind of dry. Next up is an MF3RS. It's the first version, and it's currently my one-handed main. Here are two GAN Airs. This is my current main, and it turns really nicely. And here is my old main. It was also a GAN Air, and these both have yellow GES nuts in them. And it turns okay. It just started to get kind of bad, so I just got a new one. Here's just a small dollar store cube that someone gave me last year. Doesn't turn really that great. Here's another dollar store cube, which the centers on it are a little bit messed up. Like, they're not rotated correctly. And it also turns okay. Here is a dollar store 3x3. This is one that I got pretty recently, actually, about a month or so ago. And it turns a little bit better than the other dollar store cubes. Here is my Chi Sail. It turns pretty good. Here is the big Rubik's Cube light I recently got. This is my Rubik's brand 4x4. It was the second cube I ever got, and it's kind of fast, but it locks up a lot. Here's my current 4x4 main. It's a YJ Guansu, and one of the little internal pieces is actually missing. It's been missing since my first competition, and it turns okay. It's kind of bad though. Here's my one and only 5x5. It is a Moyu Weichong GTS, and it turns fairly well. It's pretty fast. This is my Chi square one, and the turning on is decent. I don't do square one a whole lot, so I don't have really much to say about it. This is the Moyu Magnetics Cube, and it turns pretty nicely. Here is the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. Here is a Mofang Jiaoshi mirror block, which it's actually not like a normal mirror block because these two pieces are equal sizes and these two are. And usually on mirror cubes it's not that case. It's more like almost every piece has a different shape. I'm not sure entirely, but it doesn't shape shift as much as a regular one. Here is a Windermere cube. This cube is the one that I did a tutorial on, which is currently my most popular video on my channel, and turns okay. It's kind of fun to pick up every once in a while and solve. Here's my Siamese cube I made out of two MF3RSs. Pretty fun. I made a build video on it, I believe. Here's my X cube. I actually solved it the other day after it sat unsolved for a while because I forgot how to solve it. And finally, onto my minx puzzles. This is my Shangshao Killer Minx, and it turns okay. It's not as well as broken in as my other two minx puzzles. Here is my X-Men Galaxy Sculpted Megaminx, probably one of my favorite puzzles in my collection. It turns relatively well, and when I add lube, it turns way better. Hopefully I get the V2 soon. And finally, probably my favorite puzzle of my whole collection, it is the Shangshao Gigaminx. So it's pretty much like a 5x5 Megaminx, and I have a lot of fun solving on it. Currently, I'm averaging around 14 minutes on it. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye!